In wild country of Africa, at the immense elephant training station, our camera crew joins the annual capture expedition in one of its most exciting adventures. Packed in the heavy wagons is equipment that will be used in the capture, the cameras and film, and provisions for the crew and natives, enough for 7 weeks, for there will be no villages where food can be found. Rivers filled with wildlife, rivers packed with rhinos, crocodiles, and deadly snakes must be crossed. 10 to 15 miles a day must be covered. All roads and villages are left behind. We are on our own, and it's near the end of the dry season, and the land is parched. Traveling is difficult. Grades are steep and the load cumbersome. All the strength of these huge beasts is called upon to bring the wagons to level ground. Through tall grass, then onto wooded land. It's in wooded country that the capture must take place. There must be trees to hold the ropes after the prize has been overtaken. Trees that will withstand the strength of the captive. Often trees are so close together, the wagons cannot get through, so trees must be felled to clear a way. One of our faithful trained elephants makes short work of this one. He has learned to pick up a fallen tree at the exact spot where it will balance evenly. Scouts are ahead of the caravan, 3 or 4 miles on either side, looking for a wild herd. When one is sighted, fires will be lighted in accordance with a prearranged code, which will indicate the location and size of the herds. A herd has been sighted. 8 fires are burning, 800 elephants. All night there is feverish activity. The wagon is unloaded. Heavy native ropes are made ready. At dawn, 20 natives under the leadership of one white hunter start on the exciting adventure. Water and food for 1 day. Heavy bundles of rope and a few old army rifles are packed. The elephants are scattered over a territory of 4 miles. They are tranquilly feeding in groups of 10 to 50. The cameraman is too close for comfort, but not too close to film these amazing pictures. The approach is relatively easy, as elephants are short-sighted. The natives are working against the wind and quietly, so that the elephant's marvelous sense of hearing and smell will not divulge the presence of man. The white leader sends his men out of sight of the beasts, and then upon signal they creep forward. They must select just one animal they want. Not too old, for it would be difficult to train and be a poor worker. Not too young or too small, for it would take too long to feed until it acquired full strength. The attack is near. Ropes are made ready. Each man knows he is to face danger, to risk his life. They bandage their legs with old rags and burlap, for the pursuit may last for hours, and they may run through brambles and flesh-tearing bushes. The leader looks over the herd and selects the animal he wants. It's fortunate that our elephant is near the edge of the group. The elephants are still unaware of us. They're bothered mostly by molesting flies. The slightest shift of wind will warn the elephants of our presence. There is a final inspection of guns. Now all is in readiness for the actual capture. The tame elephants are left behind. The men move forward and tension is at its height. At least one of the herd has gotten our scent. They become alarmed. The sense of fear seems to communicate from one animal to another. Within a few moments, the whole herd may stampede. The chase is on. The elephants head for safety. They have never seen a human being before. They're alarmed and anxious to get away from the noise the natives are now making. Strange calls in their native tongue. Once they are in danger, elephants strive to keep up with the herd. The animal's instinct is not to become isolated at any cost. Now the men are taking chances they seldom take. The elephant has been selected and the herd is gradually breaking up. The calf has strength and stamina, far beyond that of many men, but it must be pursued until exhausted. With the herd all around them, the natives, now determined to make the catch, will throw ropes around the animal's legs. There goes the first rope. It holds. Now the other end is wound around a tree. The elephant knows he's in trouble and turns against his captors. The rope isn't strong enough to hold. Heavier ropes are sent for. Meanwhile, the men swarm around him, hoping to hold him until the new ropes arrive. Around the tree they turn. They shorten the rope at every opportunity as the animal charges and tears at his bonds. Several times he escapes and runs wild. Time after time, the natives take daring chances. Many ropes break. Heavier ropes arrive, and more attempts to hold him securely are made. The beast is infuriated. Big ropes have been thrown over him. One man will seize the other end of it and try to bring it around and under the tusks, and so around the neck. Brute strength is pitted against human trickery and man-made bonds. Madly he struggles for freedom, but the men are alert to his every move, and soon they weave a web of tangled ropes, believing they have him secure from further escape. It's the most exciting adventure in the lives of these men. Now they have him tied to a tree. But will it hold? He pulls it up from the ground, and again he almost escapes. More ropes are thrown around his legs and neck. The natives are shouting, victory is near. The fight has already lasted an hour, and nearly all are exhausted from the exertion. With ropes around his feet and neck, the natives tighten the tension. The captive, now almost tired out, pauses in his struggle. Finally, when they are sure of him, when he is tied to two staunch trees, the men cheer in triumph and send for the tame elephants. It's their job now to take charge. They will get on either side of the wild one, and a strange thing happens. As soon as he feels their bodies against his, he calms down. He thinks he's back with the herd and pays no attention to the men who a few minutes ago were tormenting him. A big loop is thrown up and put around the captive's neck and tied to the neck of one of the tame animals. If he struggles, the tamed elephants will crowd him and often beat him with their trunks. The Elephant Roundup is ended, and back to camp they triumphantly go, proud in the knowledge that they have made one of the most thrilling captures in the history of the station.